everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of My Filipino Adventure. I am Mike. I'm your American tour guide for the next 5 days. And Yna, of course, is in the Philippines, and she's in Cebu at the moment, not in her hometown. Sorry about that. Itchy nose. So today we're going to go over, since I only have 5 days left. It's Tuesday. I leave Saturday morning early to LA, and I have my list, my checklist of all the things I have left to do. And here's some important, I want to go over a few things. I want to go over some important things that you should not forget to do before you leave. And some of this may pertain to you, some of this may only pertain to me. Everyone's different, but these are things I think you should at least think about or do. You should do these things. Itchy nose. And then Yna is in Cebu right now. She's got her CFO class, which is something about overseas seminar. And so she had to fly to, she took a bus to Dumaguete, which is about a 3-hour trip. And then I bought her a ticket from Dumaguete to Cebu, which is only about a 45-minute flight. It's really quick. And I booked her a couple nights at the Fiance's pension house down in the old sexy Osmonos Fuentes Circle there. So you single guys might know about that place. That's where you go if you want to meet some ladies, questionable ladies, but ladies nonetheless. That's like the red light district of Cebu. But that's how also happens to be where the capital is, and it happens to be where the CFO class is. So I booked her. It's a nice area. It's a safe area. I think that's where Chris in Cebu, he lives not too far from that area over there. So anyway, you know what? I'm telling you what's going on. I'll show you some video of Yna's trip out there. So just take a look at that. And then when I come back, don't leave, because when I come back, we're going to go over some important things that you should not forget to do before you leave.
Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to my Filipino adventure. And today, Yna's here in Cebu City. Today, this afternoon, I'm having a class of my CFO, which is we call Commission of Filipino Overseas. So tonight, last night, I'm here in Quinty Pension House. I'm staying for 2 nights. So this morning, I'm here at the restaurant located at the 6th floor. We have a complimentary breakfast. Good for 2, but I'm alone. So this is my free breakfast with sausage, tocino, longanisa, sausage and egg. And have a coffee. So I went to the capital, and the capital is in front of me. But sad to say, the CFO class is not there. I should find the K&G building. Okay, just follow me. So I went to CFO office this morning. I want to make it sure the time for my class. And luckily I went earlier because I need to do some fill up the form, my personal information, and for my petitioner information, which is Michael Clark. And the CFO building is right behind the Quinty Pension House where I'm staying now. See, you can see the blue one. So bright. So the CFO class, I read the form that I filled up just now is about counseling for me and for my fiance, which is, he said that maybe I know him very well. We will find out later. My class will start around 2 o'clock. I will give you inform after. See ya. Okay, I'm done. But I don't have yet my certificate of CFO and stamp because I don't have yet my visa. Then tomorrow I'm leaving to Manila, and then by tomorrow is my medical. And then for the next couple of days, Mike is here. And for the next week is my interview in US Embassy. Promise, swear, I am really nervous. I am really nervous. So, crossing finger and wish me luck. As usual, and thank you for watching and thank you for subscribe. Stay classy.
I miss that girl. I can't wait to see her. So, what should we do before we leave? Besides your basic stuff, you know, you make sure that you get your visa, make sure all your tickets and your itineraries printed out. But here's a lot of things that you might not think about before you travel that you should do. And this is, you know, my 5th or 6th trip over there, so I've got this down. So first thing I had to do, and if you're like a lot of my viewers in the 50 to 60 year range, if you take any type of medications, make sure that you have enough while you're gone. Now, I'm going to be gone for about 3 weeks. My prescriptions are filled at different times of the month, which is a pain in the ass. And I had to call my insurance company to see if I could get early prescriptions filled because I'm going to be overseas. So make sure that your medicines, that your medications that you need do not run out. Now you can get medications, pretty much almost anything you need, but some of them you do need a prescription for. I know antibiotics are pretty strict about. Other stuff I remember I take an inhaler, and I didn't have a prescription, but it was pretty easy to get, no questions asked. So anyway, do that. Make sure that you count out your pills or whatever medications you have. Make sure you have enough to get there and come back. You're cool with that. Also, I stopped by my bank and withdrew some money for the trip. And also, I always tell them that I'm flying overseas. And I tell them where I'm going to be in the Philippines. Not where exactly, just I'll be in the Philippines and from this date to this date. So if anything happens, or if I want to use my credit card, there are no questions asked. Because sometimes some of the credit cards or debit cards, they will put a hold on them, or they won't let you use them if all of a sudden it's in a different country. So it's for your benefit, for your protection, but so at the same time you have to let them know. You gotta let them know. So I always do that. Now, the other thing is, for me anyway, this works for me, is I have AT&T for my cellular phone. And I stop by, and for a month, I think it's like 40 or 50 bucks for a month, I get unlimited phone calls, unlimited texts, and I get, I think, 1 gigabyte of download wireless without roaming. Every plan's different. I'm not sure what carrier you have, but with me, if I went to the Philippines without prepaying for this, they'd stick it to you. Because, of course, here I get, I forget how many, 10 gigs? 10 gigs here a month, but that doesn't count for overseas. So, and if you go over your gig, which I usually do, I think it's another 50 bucks or something for another gig. It's like 50 bucks a gig. So it's not cheap, but it's a lot cheaper than roaming charges or you know, whatever, however that works. Now, so we always try to only use my internet when they have free Wi-Fi. In hotel rooms, most restaurants do. It's usually always pretty slow, but sometimes, like, I'll be driving with a trike driver. We're trying to go to our next hotel, and he's not exactly 100% sure where it is. I'll have to bring up a map or something. I use data that's not free Wi-Fi. Matter of fact, I use it so much that I usually go over my 1 gig. So it's important to have. It's 50 bucks for me. I don't know what it is for you, but that's something you need to look into. So, and I think that's the things I wanted to go over. You know, just make sure you print out everything. Print out your plane tickets. Now, I don't print my tickets out because we just show your passport. It's already in the computer. But I always print out the sheets I get from the airlines just to show them or to prove them if I need them. Plus, it's nice to double check back. Even though I do have it on my phone, I have the apps or whatever, so all that information's on my phone. But just in case anything happens to my phone, I always, just to be safe, I always print that out. You know, and of course, there's a whole packing video. I think my very second video I did was how to pack for the Philippines, and I might redo that one when we get closer to me leaving. The basics, but these are the things that you don't normally think about, is your phone, your bank account, and your medicines. And I thought there was something else. For me, it's a lot more because we got paperwork for the visa, but that's a whole nother story. So I think that's it. Let's wrap this one up. It's Tuesday. I gotta get to work. I got so much stuff to do. Oh my God. And I'm so excited to go over and see my sweetie. And so you know what to do. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and as always, stay classy.